Evening, Paulty. Oh, I haven't. Oh dear, oh dear. Go back to the live game. Sorry. Yeah, I noticed I was going backwards, so I put the brakes on. Not quite sure where the loco starts with the brakes released. What did I do that? I know. Cheers, J Finn. Thanks for joining. Conductor, that thing is moving fast. It really is. Dispatch, yes sir, he should be. I'll get you a green light as soon as I can. As soon as it pops, take off, and I'm giving you priority all the way to field. Hey Rob Carr, thanks for joining the channel this evening. Yes Frank, what can I do for you? Put some lights on. Isle of Wight, that's an excellent idea, Jake. Have I got that on here already? I don't. Some Isle of Wight would be excellent. Thank you, Frank. Cheers, Sapphire. No, this to-do list never gets shorter. But that's fine. Well, people keep adding things to the to-do list. Obviously, there's an interest in me sitting here doing it. Hey, Rob Carr and Liam Barton. Welcome to the channel. When we're not driving, I've got a red light in front of me, Rob. But apparently in about 30 seconds, it will go green. Group description, yeah. Hey, we got a yellow. Turn the volume back up a little bit now, I think. Yeah, that's a pretty long train. cheat, JJ Smoothie Hole. You had insider knowledge. So this is what, 311 in power? Trees everywhere. 3. One. And 1 coming up the tail. Neat, JJ. Sometimes, Frank, yes. Cheers, Hatchbot. See you tomorrow. Yes, I know who Corrales is. I don't know of him, but my kids watch him sometimes. Hey Francesco, just a couple of idiots who came on trolling. .50 limit, so let's put the couplings under some strain. Cheers Frank, enjoy your Minecraft. Fine, not Jake then. So has anyone gone and checked out the photographs on Facebook yet? Thank you, Frank. Nice, Van Lero. Nice. Dave, if you mean putting them into their own library, the photo albums, yes, I do like it a lot. So I should be doing that from now on. Steve, this scenario is a up to 90 minutes. It depends on how it goes. JJ said it might be about 70 or 80 depending on how fast I run it. Cheers, Jake. Thanks for joining us this evening. Yeah, gonna be up late, but it's Friday night. If we can't stay up late on a Friday night to play trains, then what's the point, really? Yeah, 311 is definitely realistic. Past midnight here. Probably getting on for 2 by the time we're finished. See you later, Frank. There, the yawning has started. Hey, Cakewalk Sam, thanks for joining us this evening. Excellent, Francesco. going to start to need something a bit stronger than this water at this rate. Got a flashing yellow. Oh dear, oh dear. So our next waypoint is Divide North in 9.5 miles. That's interesting, JJ. Oh. Oh yeah. Sort of a bit trees and more trees at the moment in this area. So we started at Eldon, Panda, and we're going to Field, which I think is British Columbia. So what is the fix for the drag, JJ? Oops, Mr. Whistleboard. Hey Diego Black Eagle, welcome to the channel this evening, and Jayhawk, welcome. Wow, the yawning's coming thick and fast now. 6 miles or thereabouts to our first waypoint. Hey Locutus and Telis, welcome back to the channel. You will see much yawning. No, I don't have a simulation cockpit, Diego. I'm just sitting there using my laptop. If you go onto the Facebook page for Train Sim Live, the URL or the details are there. Then, yeah, you can see a picture of the setup. And behind me, this is just a green screen sheet with a chroma key effect, which has just got a screenshot of the game. Speaking of which, I am not doing that. I am doing that. That's better, that's a bit more appropriate. Yes, they do have a little bathroom on the engines, the cutest. It's on these engines, it's in the nose. So you'd walk down here. There's a door here, you go through the door, and the little person's room is in the nose cone, is in the nose area. No, this isn't the one with the creepy driver. The creepy driver is on the GP38. They're called conductors, Ed. Evening, Grim Sleeper. Yeah, it's one of the ironies of the way that it works over there, in that you've got the engineer is far more experienced. In fact, everyone starts out as a conductor in charge of the train, which is really weird. But it's because the engineer is in charge of the safety of the train and actually getting it from A to B. The conductor's job is actually significantly simpler compared to the engineers. And it sort of appears the wrong way around, but in actual fact, it is quite appropriate. Diego, I'm not really understanding the question. If you want to post it into your native language, I'll try using Google Translate. Not a problem, Diego. Not a problem at all. Hey, Jiglin, 1234. Good to have you with us this evening. You are most welcome. Thank you very much. Bit of green screen adds to the image. Hey, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, Jay Glenn. Oh, we found the final DPU on that train. Stephen, just the weekdays. Monday to Friday, 9:30 every day. Usually 9:30 till midnight. Then the weekends I do something else. Sometimes practice, so that I don't make it quite so wrong. Hey Diego, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Yeah, between MooBot and the Twitch notifier plugin, they sort of they work all over the place. What's the engine? It's a BNSF ES44DC, so it's the one that comes with Mariah's Pass. Hey JSOR, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. What's the peak viewers so far? I've not looked. Today we got over 50. We seem to get over 50 most days. We're not sort of staying over 50 for long, but we generally stay in the 40s for quite a long time in the show. I mean, we're still at 28 now. Dave, it's a Cooler Master laptop stand. I can't remember, it's about 30 quid I think, something like that. It wasn't particularly cheap, but it's got 3 big fans that you can move around on it on a like a mesh grid that are USB and variable speed control. And then I've got a little tiny USB desk fan, one of those novelties you get from a pound shop, plugged in, just basically pushing air away from the exhaust, and then a desk fan lying on the back behind it, forcing air underneath the laptop, and that seems to keep it actually pretty cool. Without it, the laptop just gets too hot to touch. Welcome back, Frank. It's the train that keeps on coming. Yes, I do, Glenn. Jay Glenn, I ran the cab forward yesterday, as Dark says. As a general rule, if it's on Steam, I've got it. Man, here come the yawns, thick and fast. I didn't mute that. Apologies. I don't think the cab forward is going to get onto YouTube, Doug. I might do another run with the cab forward so we can get one on the video, but the way that one went so horrifically wrong, and I think it might be a bug in the game, I think we'll put a hold on that one while I find out what the problem is. Okay, JJ, so the F5 is actually correct. Alright, I'll give that a look then. Actually, all of the past broadcasts are on Twitch. You can go and have a look on Twitch at the cab forward and the other ones, but I won't be putting them on YouTube, 150 and the cab forward. Cheers, Diego, thanks for joining us. Yes, the passengers, to make us tutorials, make a scenario tutorial has been is the #1 popular video that I've put up so far. Cheers, Jesse. Oh, missed another speed limit. Yeah, well, it'll be broken for the same reason, JJ. It's because it's a double head of steam, the way it's built internally. And I think the HUD is only showing one of the vehicles rather than the combined of the two. I want to play Far Cry 4 myself. It won't run on this laptop though, so I'm going to wait until I can get myself a next-gen console, which won't be for some time. So a mile away from Stephen North Track. We're running a bit ahead of schedule, which is good. Well, that's good to know, Panda. Hey, Chromer and Nestor78, welcome to the channel. I was going to say this evening, but it's this morning at this point. Hey, Jason Bolado, welcome to the channel this morning. Yes, Frank, I am tired. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Looks like we've got a green light, so I shall carry on. Cheers, Van Nero. Thanks for joining us this evening. Cathedral Main West is our next waypoint, and we just missed another drop in speed, which happened actually a bit early. Doesn't really matter, I would have still missed it, no matter when it happened. So now we're going downhill, I'm going to start kicking the dynamic brakes into action, I think. Maybe not. So from Stephen we start the descent, which goes up to a 2.5% grade at one point, down the spiral tunnels. Where are we? So we're here. That's where the lake is, if I remember rightly. Those are the famous spiral tunnels. That's always good. I like going around the tunnels. Haven't heard of that one, Stephen. Feel free, Frank. That's a strange question, Frank. I'd go for the sandwich, please. Yeah, I noticed that, JJ. Should be practically running away now. Yes, Frank, Moobot is basically a the IRC chat equivalent of a robot. Hey, thanks for the follow there, FudBug12. Much appreciated. Well, thanks for the follow there, Frank. It's much appreciated too. Yeah, normally it's just Stark says 9:30 to midnight, but we planned on 3, and I wanted to do the Ice TD as well, so we got 4. Yeah, I've played loads of FSX, Steve, since the day it came out. Oh, come on, JJ, it's good. Or you're more of an explainer. I think the texture's flickering all over the place, JJ, is the DX10 patch, or their trial version of DX10 stuff. Switch that off and I think the flickering goes away. It's had several patches since 2006, plus the Steam edition has had a bunch of extra work done in it as well, so the frame rates are generally higher. Generally quite substantially higher, in fact. Cheers, JM1260. Thanks for joining. I don't have a clue, JJ. Not a clue. Train Simulator 2008. I'm not familiar with that one, Bug. Cheers, Panda. Thanks for joining. Frank, I think we've probably got about another 45 minutes to go. I do, Frank, and sometimes I go in and have a watch. I watched the show last week, or some of it anyway. It was very good. That's bad news, man, Lira. Not too many, Frank. I mean, basically QWERTY and Squirrel, but That's mostly because I don't get a lot of time to watch Twitch. Well, funny you should say that, Budbug, because the people who made the Ginty for Train Simulator 2015 are on the channel. That's Dominus Edwardius. And a very fine model it is too. Cheers, Van Lero. Thanks for joining us this week, tonight, this morning. My favourite class of trains, steam engine, probably would be the 9F or the A4. I am rather partial to one of those. I do hope he is waiting on a loop. Yes, he is. Yes, the DBA40X is impressive. I don't really get heavily involved in the DLC, Francesco, so I don't really go out on research sessions, missions, whatever you want to call them. What I generally do is consult with the various teams and help them out on the various bits, so I get to sort of help out on all the different parts of the project in a small way. I mean, my specialty, because of my background, is more the sort of the Lua scripting side of things. So I quite often talk to the gameplay people who are making scenarios, and yeah. So, but by and large, I'm not working on DLC too much. Cheers, Dark. Thanks very much. Thanks for everything. $135, Budbug. Whoa, I didn't want it to do that. Why did it come all the way off? Hey, Simi120202. Thanks for joining this evening, this morning. I think we're coming round to the first spiral tunnel now. So 4.5 miles now from Cathedral, which is at the bottom of the spiral tunnels. And then our final stop is down here at Field. Yeah, the chat seems to have died off. Hey there, CSX boy, welcome to the channel this evening. Okay, JJ, be good to know what it does, whether it does or not. I think a lot of the locos I particularly want to see have been done, Steve. Things like the 9F and the A4. Javelin, the 801, M8, your Seller ACS64, even some of the little shunters like the Chinty. APT would be good. I'd like the idea of an APT. Hey Lunigo, Spectre Shadows and Spectre Shadows, welcome to the channel this evening. Yeah, GTEL would be good. Hey, AC6000, long time no see. Good to have you with us. We're finally making out of the first tunnel. Well, Dave, as always, I can't talk about future projects or potential future projects. But I'm on a personal level, I think that'd be quite cool. I'm just having a look to see what that is. Okay, so it's a Battle of Britain class, like Pacific, unrebuilt. Hey Mvind, welcome to the channel this evening. Oh, I only noticed I'm sitting there gently speeding. Kissing goodbye to all my score. How big can a train sim map be? I don't know. I've not heard of anyone reaching its limits. You can have a large empty map of I've heard of maps 700, 800 miles long, but no one's put scenery on that much, and that's part of the problem. Trying to put scenery on routes like that is going to take decades, so that's why no one really achieves it, and it's having tons of scenery that's going to cause the problem. Of course you can, Frank. I don't promise to answer, but you can ask. Where are we up to? Just about to head into the second tunnel by the looks of it. Little ways. Sounds good, Frank. I should be heading to bed very shortly myself. Hey, Pixius. Welcome to the channel this evening. Where am I heading? I am heading down the Kicking Horse Pass, bound for Field. Hey Pixius, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. No, I don't, Stephen. That's not a bad idea, actually. I should think about looking at that. I've got no idea, Frank. He didn't introduce himself. Hey E-Man, welcome. Driving an ES44DC on Canadian mountain passes. Once you come out of the tunnel, I'll get an outside view for you. Oh dear, that one snuck up on me. Welcome back, Tricky Wiz. .8 miles to Cathedral, and then the next stop after that is Field. That's what it looks like. It's quite a famous landmark. It's the two spirals. We're going around that one at the moment. It's so tight that you'll go back underneath the train again. After you come out, your train is still hasn't gone in yet. Yeah, me too, Frank. Me too. Oh, I know why I'm tired. Dave, Milk Float Vid should be on YouTube. Let me have a look. There's our train crossing itself. Hey Squirrel, thanks for joining at this late hour. And Legend, welcome to the channel this evening, morning. Ugh. So we're struggling this train and we're going to drag it, kicking and screaming, to field, even if I have to fall asleep at the wheel doing it. Hey Squirrel, did you ever get did you get my response to your message on Twitch? And if so, did you get any joy from contacting them? That sounds really goody, man. I'm not sure my wife would like that sort of area, but I certainly would. Not anymore, Frank. Just popped in for a minute, I guess. Okay, Frank, we'll see you in a bit. Elliot Cathedral. I might be able to, JJ. I keep speeding going down the hill because I'm not watching enough. Yeah, probably not good to do these mountain routes when I'm at 2 o'clock in the morning. That sounds goody, man. Send some my way. "5 miles to field. Due in 20 minutes. Dispatch, I'm going to need to hold you for a bit in field on siding 1 west. We've got a bit of a crowd and need to get one consist out ahead of you to make room for another coming down through the tunnels." Conductor, copy that dispatch. Field siding 1 west. Steve, are you still Steve Van Epps? Are you still on the channel with us, or are you have you fallen asleep at the keyboard? Not bad for that yawn. About the next 30 seconds. 4.5 miles. Yep, you certainly are, Stephen Jam. Struggling now. But we're just down to 4 miles to go. So we're nearly there. I have to say, JJ, it's an excellent run. Yeah, I know, I'm very pleased with this road. A 12-hour stream? What would we do on a 12-hour stream? Hey there, Swan Pratt, thanks for joining us this morning. I have no idea what the most popular route is, JJ. I'm sure we've got people in the company that know the answer to that question, but I'm not one of them. I think rather than streaming for 12 hours, my kids would like me to spend time with them. Oh dear. It'd be a novelty. Maybe a creating one. Kills them off the wish list. Yeah, really. 12 hours ought to be. Just think how many fails we could squeeze into 12 hours. Sounds about right, Stephen. I have to have another bottle of water. At least the cold sort of keeps me awake. Whereabouts do you live, E-Man? Just under 3 miles. We're now entering field. We've got 2.6 miles. Oh, North Carolina, excellent. Hey there, hockey player. Welcome to the channel this evening. Hey Stephen, one night is going very well, thank you. So is my morning. Under 2 miles to go now, 1.8 miles to go. No. Why is that a red? Phew. Yeah, that would have been a bit frustrating if that had ended right there. Welcome back, Frank. Just carrying on with the scenario, Frank. In fact, we're not far off finished it now. What was it, E-Man? One and a half miles, we're just got to get this train to the end of the siding now. Stephen, well, for me personally, I like the Ice TD, and the GG1 is quite an old model. So for me personally, I would get the Ice TD now and get the GG1 in a sale later when it's cheaper. But that's just me. If you prefer the GG1, then maybe you want to get that one now, or maybe you want to hold off and get the pair of them in the sale. But if I was definitely want to get one of them now, I'd do it that way around. Ice TD now and the GG1 later. Well, I'm going to come in about 15 minutes early, JJ, according to your due time. I'm due in at 10:23, and it reckons that... sorry, I'm due in at 10:39, and it reckons I'm going to get there at 10:23. Wow, we've been live 4.5 hours tonight, according to OBS. Yes, Frank. How many follows do I have? 365 according to me. What? Is it 366? Sorry about that. Hey Chaz80, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I don't think I'll do a 500-hour stream. Not unless I'm going to get a toilet installed in my chair. Hey Chaz80. Just coming to the end of a long scenario, coming down Kicking Horse Pass in Canada. We're just basically waiting to park our train in the siding. But there's not a lot I can really do to get followers, E-Man, other than just kind of carry on broadcasting and let people follow if they want to follow. But that would be nice. That's assuming you mean by the end of February, of course, given it's the 31st of January and that's the last day of this month. So I'm not going to get 500 followers in the next 22 hours. There's our end point coming up now, just under half a mile. I don't think so, Francesco. I've asked and I don't get a response. Hi Frank, I only do streams Monday to Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Not Saturday and not Sunday. I do family stuff on those 2 days. See you next week, Frank. I'm not entirely sure, Frank. I don't think so. Just easing up to the stop point now. It is indeed 2:06 in the morning, Frank. I'm a games designer, man. I'm designing the next gen train sim. We made it. We're at field. "738." I did enjoy that. That was very good. Thank you, JJ Smoothie, for the scenario. Oh, silence. Listen to that silence. Yes, thoroughly enjoyed that scenario. Yes, a little bit less speeding and we would have made it, I think. Lots and lots of little tiny bits of speeding. Oh dear, not quite so tiny speeding there. Well, I'm looking forward to part 2. Right, well, at 2:10 in the morning, I think I'm going to call it quits and get some sleep. I will be back Monday at 9:30 as usual, and see what we can do for Monday. And I'll think about it over the weekend. I'll get some screenshots. If you've got any more, send them over to me at the usual address. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all that stuff. Right, I'm off to bed. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.